Hi there and welcome to P.I.M.P, where prison is my playground. And today we're going to talk about the last day I was in the federal halfway house at Princess Street, the abandonment place on Princess Street in Wilmington, North Carolina. It would be my third trip there, folks. I had went there the first time I got out of prison. While I was out, I violated and had to go back for a month, and then I got sent back to prison after I violated again, and then I'm out now. This is my third time at the halfway house, but this is the last time for good, and we ain't got to worry about going back to prison or nothing. We to the door on this shit. Hallelujah, praise Jesus, and everybody else in between. But I'm at the halfway house, and I got to do this time, and it's like, I think I had like 45 days. So I smoked weed the whole time I was there, I'm going to be honest with you. All 3 times, all day, every day smoking weed. Just go right around the side of the thing. If people wasn't out there, you just smoked, man. Nobody knew. The way we beat the piss test was we just drank a bunch of water. They'll come up to you and say, hey, Jakowski, you got to take a piss test. I said, okay, I got to start drinking water. Well, I would use the bathroom like 7, 8 times before I actually pissed in the cup. You know what I mean? So by the time I pissed in the cup, I could have just drank it. It was water, you know? And we drank vinegar behind it, too. So we didn't worry about that. They be party hard. Now they had breathalyzers, so you couldn't drink, but there was people that did coke, crack, heroin, and they ended up popping. There was girls drinking and guys drinking bleach not to pass those urinalysis tests. Not me. But that's what was going on. So I did something pretty dumb. So I couldn't find no weed, man. I had about I think it was like 18 days left and shit. And I called everybody. I don't understand why I can't find nothing. I don't really know people around here neither, though. So, and I ain't talked to people in a while. Remember, I just got out of prison. So, a buddy of mine passed it, bring me down a pair of Jinkos I had. They had the double reflectors on the side, bell bottom. They was cool as hell, man. I ain't seen these jeans in 5 years. And they still fit. And I was way big too, about 275 big. I had 20-inch arms. So couldn't find no weed. So I had these pants. It was probably like, I don't know why, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I tried the jeans on. They fit. I'm like, yeah. So I do a little pocket search, and I stuck my hand in my pocket and took it all the way down, and I felt like some lint balls and shit down there. So I was like, let me take that out before I wash these jeans. And I come out, and it was pot. Oh man, it was I couldn't really remember when I got it, but it was a particular strand that was different than all the other weeds, and it was fire. And I felt like smoking right then. And I couldn't go back outside. You couldn't go back out after 11 o'clock, and it's past that. So I had heard people talking about, and I ain't never did it. I mean, I just don't take chances like this. But I know I'm about to go home, and the worst they could do is send me to county jail. I don't give a damn about that. I'm going to do me, and doing me right now involves smoking this weed I just found in my pocket. It had lint all in it and shit. So the toilet paper that they had was P.I.M.P and P.I.M.P, and it had the tissue wrapper around it, and you could take that tissue wrapper and make rolling papers with it. It's very good rolling paper. I hate to tell y'all that, but it does. So I grabbed, and I had never been really good at rolling shit. I always smoke out of bowls. So I roll up a joint in the bathroom, and I heard two different things you could do. You could blow the smoke in the toilet, which I just thought was absolutely dumb. And I know how a fart fan farts. A fart fan has a tube that shoots up through your house that allows ventilation for your shit. You know what I mean? So I know that this theoretically shoots to the outside. And so I take the chance. I rolled that damn thing up. I jumped up on the toilet. It was right above the toilet. It wasn't no fast smoke. I was holding that shit in. it was one other dude. I think the place holds like 18, 22, some shit like that. There was one other dude, and ironically, it was his third time. And I was in there with another dude. It was his third. It was 3 times I spent with the same dude. It was cool as hell, man. I miss them dudes. So anyway, I smoked it. Man, I got high as wow. I was annihilated. I was high as hell, people. It had been like a couple weeks, and I ain't smoked a lot since I had been out anyway. And it had been a couple years, you know what I mean? And I am high as fuck. My eyes are so red. Oh my God, my eyes were red. And I just felt, well, you want me to be honest with you, I just felt like going in the shower and having fun. It's probably about the nicest way I could put it, by myself. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. Because the bathroom was right there in the shower. So the shower was this, it had a curtain, plastic curtain and shit. And then it opened up, and it opened up into 4 showers. And each shower had a big ass curtain on it, right? So, I mean, it was big. So, I go all the way to the last shower. I'm in there getting hot, soapy. I got a dirty mind, so it didn't take long to get body parts right and went to town. And I'm in there getting it right, and I don't know how long I was in there. I was so hot and didn't give a shit. That water felt good. Everything was feeling good. So, I hear, Jakowski, is that you in the shower? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, will you get your ass out here right now? I said, oh, no, I'll be coming out there in a minute, though. Don't worry about it. She said, no, I'm going to have to ask you to come out here right now. I said, I'm coming, but I ain't be coming out there right now. I am taking a shower. You could come in here and stop me. Why don't you wash my back? I can't really get it that good. But she wasn't having that shit. She was a pretty, oh, my gosh, she was a pretty black lady. Had some big old boobies too. Oh man, like a waist about this big around. She was cool, but she was pissed. She was pissed. She was adamant about me going out, but I knew she wasn't coming in there. I ain't stupid. She seen me mad before, not mad at her, but mad at the situation. She ain't doing shit. Call the cops. That's what you do. Call and see. They don't really call the cops on us. They call the marshals, the U.S. Marshals. But she did call the cops. So I finished off, cleaned up. I come out. When I came out, my locker, and we had the big barracks locker, big dual door lockers. My locker was strewn all the way, and my locker was on the wall. So when you walked into the building, all the way to the back of the wall, to the right. That was me, all the way. This third time, all the way to the back. My damn look, and look what was on the floor. Clothes, Transformers, baseball cards, and a bunch of them. I was making money. I make good money. I was a manager. I know I wasn't a manager, but I was I had just won the Master Biscuit Maker for the Eastern District of North Carolina in Wilmington at College Street. That's what was going on, and I dusted the dude for the championship. I dusted his ass. It wasn't even close, and I broke my own record. Anyway, shit strewn everywhere, and she was like, "The canine will be here in a minute. Where's the weed at?" And I said, "I ain't got no damn weed." And she goes, "No, this whole place is," and it did. Oh God, it was bad, dude. I ain't have no idea. You know, I had smelled it, and human beings smell. I mean, you get in a room full of shit, and eventually it just won't smell like shit no more. So, the cops came with the dogs. Searched the place, they didn't find. I smoked it. You know, there wasn't fucking weed there. But that incident was stupid on my part, because if anybody else, it's almost like I downed them out for being stupid, and that could have caused me big problems, huger than that little damn getting caught with the marijuana with it. You know what I mean? And I had to apologize for that. That shit wasn't cool. So anyway, they made me go sit outside. I sat out there for hours, man, in just my towel. They didn't even let me put no clothes. I was in there in a towel. And the director came in and he was like, "Hey, look, was you smoking weed in there?" I was like, "Yep." High as hell. Because the other dude would have got in trouble. There's only two people. And I didn't care. So, yeah, I smoked. Oh, there ain't no more weed. I'll fail the piss test, so I'm not even going to take it. He said, "Well, I need you to take it." And when you had to take a piss test in there, somebody went in here. No, that's the only way I take it, I go by myself. I ended up taking a piss test. I don't remember if I took it by myself, though. And, he's like, "I'm going to violate you and put you in county jail for the next 2 weeks." I said, "Man, that's fucked up because you violated 6 other people before me and you let them just confine them to the halfway house. Why didn't you do that to me?" He said, "You remember all that?" "Man, I remember everything." "Why? Because I ain't some hot bitch sucking your dick that I got to go to jail for 2 weeks." I said, "It don't even matter because I'm going home, brother. Piece of chicken grease. Call up, let's get on the first thing smoking." And about 35 minutes later, the U.S. Marshals came in and said, "Hey, you Mr. Jakowski?" "Yep." He said, "Let's ride." Never saw that building again. Not the inside of that bitch neither. And so they ended up taking me to county jail. I ended up doing like 14, 15 days. They called my name out, "Jakowski. You're free to go home. You are a free man. Give me my damn walking paper." I stepped out there. I was coming out of New Hanover County Jail and started crying. I mean, pouring fucking tears. I mean, tears just coming down, man, because it was over. It was over. What started out August 8th, 1998, like July of 2004. 30-something county jails, 6 federal prisons, federal halfway house 3 times, Con Air twice. Can't tell you how many buses, can't tell you how many vans, can't tell you how many cop cars. I could just tell you it all sucked and none of it was worth it. I had proved that I could make it easily. In that time, I also I would receive over 108 certificates, I think, and I will be showing you on here. 4 or 5 of them from colleges. I made the most of my time. And it hits you. It hits you like a tidal wave when it's over. It's the world off your shoulders. And now you got a whole new battle. Now you got to face the world as a convicted felon. Come out, you ain't got shit. It's always going to be an uphill battle. And it'll never be worth it. So if you're out there doing drugs or crime and shit and you think it's cool, it's not. It's a one-way road to jail, prison, or death, and I just got to ask you, which one sounds good to you? What's the one that makes you want to continue doing what it is you're doing? Because it's only a matter of time. Sure appreciate you rocking with me, man. If you can, hit that like button, share the video, subscribe. If you haven't, it's free. It only lets YouTube know that you're willing to rock with me. Appreciate you guys.